Hi, good morning, or actually good afternoon. My name is Ray. I'm in London, Saturday the 16th. Doing the rounds as dads do, it seems, on the weekend, chauffeuring about. Yeah, just dropped off one little one to gymnastics, the other one to drama, and the other one's gone off to open up a bank account with mum. I'm not going to make a comment about that, but it's all good because it's all about learning and doing and being active. And effectively, that seems to be the key mantra for making one's way in the future of the world today is take action instead of sit around and procrastinate, that deadly medley word. Um, basically, so yeah, I'm just taking the moment as one gets in between driving and dropping people off to add to my video series that I'm looking to, collect and produce and, carry on with, not just because there's a video challenge within the team, but to get more engaged and get better at actually doing videos. But the reason I'm actually coming to you today is that every Friday within our team we do what's called Empowerment. We do what's called Empowerment Friday. Or Empowerment Day, and it just happens to be on Friday, which is we kind of get a little bit more in depth with things, a little bit more kind of free for all. Generally during the week we have topics that we really try to focus on, and on Fridays we kind of come together. It's a bit more open, a bit more loose in the sense of bringing together ideas, concerns, feedback. And one of the things that I'd really like to do in this video is to provide a testimonial. Effectively, it's a thank you video. Is to really say that I'm very, very grateful for those people who have really, really fed back to me constructive feedback or even criticism, coaching and mentoring me, basically encouraging me, even those who necessarily have holding me accountable, kind of kicking my ass a little bit, which isn't always comfortable, but at least it gets me out of my comfort zone and stretches me a bit, and at least I can have to check and reassess and find out if I'm in fact more on course to where I want to go than possibly maybe even I know. And that's always good to check in or have someone check in and basically no ands, ifs, or buts hold one accountable. And it's for that I'm really, really, really grateful for, even though maybe at the time it pisses me off. And that's good because it's challenging and it's actually getting me to think about things that I maybe not necessarily would think about, but also it's part of my growth and development, and that's effectively what I'm hoping that my life can do, is continuous development, continuous growth, and also be an example for those of particularly my kids, to know that basically, goals don't just stop at the goal, is that you reset and you keep going, and despite the challenges, you don't just give up, you find ways around, and if you need to, you reach out and get the feedback from others and know that you're not going it alone. So to name drop effectively, I'm going to absolutely shred his last name, so I'm not even going to bother. Is Satiris, who's effectively my referrer, who got me into this kind of leadership development movement that we find ourselves in, that the Dave and Daves created. And so thank you, Satiris. It's just a shout out to you, but also to the kind of the team leaders kind of stretched out and beyond. Again, a bit of a name drop would be Mike Hobbs, who's been producing a lot of, with his team BAM, a lot of kind of training and support for the rest of us who might be not necessarily up and running as we would like to be, and people like Justin Varengia and Franco Gonzalez, who are part of this kind of culmination of the Prosperity team, who basically have come together with their own backgrounds and teams, and they've come together and provided the leadership and the example of what is possible and what one can do to break through to get to where it is you want to go. So shout out to you guys, thank you very much, but also to shout out to the partners, because I have a family, and if it weren't for my partner and my family, a lot of this just wouldn't possibly be happening, because my why and my purpose may not necessarily be as aligned with what it is I want to do as I would like to. And observing people who are couples or families who have gone through a little bit of that challenge and struggle of where not necessarily trying to come together onto the same page and work off the same page and read off the same page to go off and make things happen. So Justin and Dee, thank you for that. Mike and family, thank you for that. Satiris and family, thank you for that. And of course Dave and Dave for making it all possible, and having that vehicle and the mechanism and the belief and the vision for all the rest of us. So my testimonial is that I really believe in this vision for an empowered world, a much more high quality, a much more enabled, a much happier and jolly, and a much more well-to-do world that we live in, which unfortunately, if you look around us, it's just gone to hell in a basket, and you know, there was some seriously good people who have been just shat all over the place and then left holding the bag when it wasn't their fault. So on that note, on this fine Saturday, I got to get back to it. I got to jump in the saddle and carry on and go around, do the rounds again, and it's all good. And you know, a shout out to you guys. If you have an opportunity to join us and get involved in this fantastic movement that's global, because of the leverage and the power of the internet, we're able to do a global activity as opposed to just kind of caught up in a local one, which is all good. But I really encourage you to get to Chicago if you get an opportunity, which is in the 19th to the 21st of April this year, because the event that's coming up to, the Get Money event is going to basically is a building. Every event is building on the other, and the last one in Austin, if that is anything to go by, was absolutely phenomenal. Talk about releasing our inner badasses. We all did. It was all good. It was fantastic, and everybody did. The leaders down to the newbie, and it was all shared experience. You know, it was laughter, smiles, tears, and cheers. So get out there, make it all you can. I suggest you look us up. Get in there. The Prosperity Team. There's a link below. Check it out. Check us out. Check it all out for yourselves, not for us. It's not about us. It's about everybody. And make it as you make your dreams come true. And this is an opportunity to do that. So, got to go now. And adios. Thanks very much. Bye.